Definitely called that losers semifinals. It was definitely losers finals, by the way, boys.
Yeah, losers finals does lead into grand final, which is where we are now with Cosolix and Cody Travis getting ready to get into game number 1. And as those of you who are familiar with double elimination know, Cosolix has to win 2 sets in order to be crowned the champion of Summer Championship.
And we're going back to the spot where Cosolix was looking good just a few seconds ago. Going here onto Brawlhalla, double axe. Cosolix, of course, on the Olgrim. Cody, of course, on the Raza. We'll see whose axe comes out on top. Cosolix going to throw his away. Damage definitely in favor of Cody Travis.
Yeah, Cosolix has really not gotten a lot of hits onto Cody Travis. He's now over to his comfort weapon. So you're going to start to see him build up some of that damage. Nice 2-piece. Good spot dodge to avoid that side air from Cody Travis. Cosolix slowly evening up that damage.
Toss going high. Cody gets just over it. He's able to recover and get back to the platform. Didn't take a recovery from Cosolix that he threw out as Cody got over it. Ooh, going down low. You're seeing the fast fall dares coming out.
We missed.
Just a little bit too
low.
Cody
Travis is gone.
Cody. Oh no, and he gets his first stock deleted by going in just a little bit too hard with that down air.
It just went a little too low. Cosolix able to dip down, get the punish. Cody Travis with a good refrag is able to get the control back, but Cosolix, like, he was on the back foot at the start of this one and was able to make this one even.
Now, one small thing that Cody did here that I don't know if it's necessarily a mistake or not, but you saw him like immediately go over to the right side of the stage and just start throwing out nairs. That's not going to necessarily put you in the best position to maintain stage control and weapon control, because Cosolix spawned in right in the middle. In came a weapon spawn into the middle. If Cody remained in the middle, he would be able to put up a better fight against Cosolix to keep him out of grabbing that weapon. If the weapon spawn came onto the left, he would have a lesser distance to rotate over. If the weapon spawn came in on the right, he would have the best option if he's over on the right. But if it doesn't come in on the right, gonna have to move very far. So I think him not being in the middle there was a mistake.
And that's kind of a big difference between the two of them, is that Cosolix is very big on that control, right? We've seen him able to get that weapon control time and time again. We're seeing him steal the stage control right now from Cody Travis with the side light side air. Whereas Cody Travis not as concerned about that kind of stuff. He's just like, I'm going to play my game.
Now, we always talk about Cosolix's lance, but I don't necessarily think his unarmed is that strong. And it's not because he's a bad player. I think it's because he just doesn't put a lot of priority and weight on being a really strong unarmed player. Like, there are so many, well, there's several really strong unarmed players out there who can go in on unarmed, not even worried about it. Like, the first one coming to my mind is Fiend. Like, Fiend is absolutely nuts on the unarmed kit. So the fact that Cody could keep Cosolix weapon starved, I think that should be such a priority for him.
Right now, Cody going to try to just play that neutral game, see if he can win in a different aspect, where he has to try to focus on winning in multiple different stages. Right now, Cosolix doing a good job of staying stacked up onto Cody Travis, but didn't get too much damage onto him. Was able to swap out weapons, but...
Oh, Cosolix has an attack. Oh, this is making me nervous. Oh, this is like the end of Uncut Gems. Oh my gosh. He went so long before he decided to attack. I expected him to like throw out some wild signature, just the way he was maybe positioning himself while Cody was jumping.
Ooh. Where's the weapon spawn? Cody able to steal it. Okay.
Oh, Cosolix just stood right on the ground, knew exactly what Cody was doing. Weapon toss goes in just over Cosolix's head. Now, one thing we haven't seen from Cody that we were watching him do earlier is a lot of like ground pounds on the edge. Like, he would side air and then ground pound, or like side light and then jump ground pound. And they were like insane options where he was getting knockouts in orange. We haven't seen him do a single one. I don't know if that's necessarily an answer here, but we haven't seen him try it.
I mean, it's definitely something different. And of course, Cosolix is going to be arguably a little bit weaker in the offstage, especially with that lance in hand. Maybe something Cody Travis will try to do, or maybe at least trying to take a little bit more of that control away from Cosolix as we get right on into game number 2. Weapon spawn goes in favor of Cody Travis, but again, Cosolix doing such a good job dash dancing on top of Cody Travis, and then once Cody Travis swings, Cosolix is able to get that punish.
Cosolix is unarmed, hits the side light, that puts Cody far enough away. Cosolix is able to jump in the air, grab the lance. Cody floating just a little bit. Cosolix waits long enough, gets the sidelight into the recovery. Another recovery coming out. There you're seeing that ground pound on stage, and it's immediately punished by Cosolix.
Cody Travis fast falls to avoid the side air. Good two-piece onto Cosolix. Down air. Waits to see how Cosolix reacts, but Cosolix able to pick up the sidelight into the recovery.
Cody spawning in without a weapon. He's somewhat significantly behind. If he's able to find another axe side air from the wrong side of the stage. Oh, he goes for the slide charge D-Sig and lets it rip. Doesn't go too far down with it.
Oh my gosh. Cosolix is dashing all over Cody Travis, but Cody Travis with the stacked recovery does get the knockout. Took a bit of damage there. At least some mental damage with the way that Cosolix was just playing with him in the footsies.
I want to see Cody, I think, stay on the blasters. His axe just kind of isn't chunking like it was earlier today. I think if he's going up against Cosolix, and this could be a change if he ends up winning this set and moving on, maybe in another tournament against another player you go for the axe, but it's just not working against Cosolix.
Yeah, I mean, Cosolix definitely has a lot of experience in that axe matchup. Of course, he plays the axe. Of course, people are going to try to utilize that axe against his lance. Nice pick up the downlight into the pivot and air. Coming out from Cody Travis. Light side air. Cosolix takes another one.
Nice knockout there from Cosolix. He has a very solid lead now. Cody's probably going to have to find a couple more hits before he gets Cosolix even into the beginning stages of red. But maybe a nice plays D-Light recovery that might start him into red. We've seen him knock out in ways exactly like that, where they start in orange and end up going red. The D-Sig, the beginning hit of that, had him in orange, and then he turned red and he was gone.
Yeah, that D-Sig can knock out fairly early, even against this high defense Ulgrim on this small map, small Brawlhalla.
Also, word to Cosolix's sidekick. That thing is real cute.
Yeah, the Fox Kitsune.
Yeah.
Also from the Battle Pass. Downlight down air coming out from Cody Travis. Nice swap up.
Ooh.
Gets a three-piece as well. So that's going to be 5 total. Just split it up into 2 different meals.
Or maybe you're just hungry. Oh, and the knockout off the top. Cody Travis going to be tying this setup so far. 1-1.
And again, they're leaving small Brawlhalla on the board. I'm almost curious to see what would happen if Cody Travis picked a different map. And just was like, all right, these horizontal knockouts from Cosolix, they might be a little bit too good on this map. Maybe pick something with a wider horizontal space where he has a little bit more space to play around.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
But I think that might not give Cody the picking up your D-Lights or your D-Sigs starting in orange and then going to red by the time like the big blast happens. I don't think those would be knocking out on like a Mammoth Fortress.
That's fair. Right now, the
Now that
weapon
could not be
tosses-
the case. It could be because like Brawlhalla has high strength and I'm used to playing 4-strength Vrax, but those used to knock out for even a 4-strength Vrax and they don't anymore.
Yeah, I mean, of course,
Oh!
larger kill box. Oh my goodness, the N-Sig actually going to knock out in favor of Cody Travis. Great read coming out from him.
Huge lead. Absolutely massive lead for Cody.
Pick up. Oh, but the
Oh!
side sig. You're starting to see
closer.
both of them throw out more signatures.
Yeah. And that side sig, that was closer than I would have thought to knocking out. That side air from the middle of the stage. Cody's in the red. Cosolix hits one more of those as long as it's not from the wrong side of the stage. Oh! Gets the like weird pickup from that sidelight. Isn't able to follow up off of it. Up toss goes out. Goes over back to the lance. And the side air is going to knock him out from the middle of the stage.
Cosolix trying to get that weapon control. Cody Travis got some good extra credit on that second stock, but immediately Cosolix starting to even this one back up. We've seen Cosolix make up these deficits.
Nice side air. See if Cody's able to completely seal this one up here. Cosolix using the side air to get back to stage.
Nice.
Nair gets dodged through. Turn around side air from Cody. Back to having a pretty sizable lead.
That was a great read from Cody Travis to go for that spot dodge, expecting Cosolix to come back up into him and then put him into that awkward position where he can get that turnaround side air for the knockout. Didn't get the weapon pickup. Cosolix could easily even this one back up. Just needs like maybe another sidelight recovery. Yes, that'll be enough.
Weapon toss going high. Okay, he made the choice to swap back to the clean lance. He threw up his kind of dirty one that might have gotten disarmed from him, and he went back to the clean one that has like 0 damage or whatever you want to call it on it, full durability.
The fresher weapon of the two. Cody Travis comes in with the axe, getting some good chunks now.
Yeah. Holy cow, this axe really working on this stock.
Didn't quite hit that N-sig though.
Ooh. Oh!
Double dare.
Has him in the red, just barely dodging through that side air. That might have led to the knockout. Toss going up. Blaster toss going out. Back to the axe in the recovery. Cody going up 2-1 in this set and coming in from the winner's side. Tell me what that means, dude.
It means that he is 1 game away from being crowned the summer champion for North America, and he is doing it on the back of this Barasa against Cosolix's Macho Man. And I gotta point out, man, these spot dodges inside of Cosolix's nairs and then hitting him with just a side air out of it have been absolutely amazing. So good at getting punishes on the Cosolix for trying to get those nair juggles.
Yeah, I feel like the clips that I've seen on Twitter of people getting juggled by like 3, 4, 5 nairs have really been running wild lately. Watch Cody Travis, because he knows apparently how to deal with nairs very well, as he's punishing so many of Cosolix's. Even the ones he gets hit by, like you're not seeing him spend years and years in the air getting juggled by these nairs. Sidelight recovery, punishing the signature from Cody Travis. But still, Cody in the lead. That recovery almost would have picked up. Side air sending him far. Weapon toss going down. Cosolix gets away from it. Cody winning with the ground pound. Continuing the pressure. Gets the side air for the knockout 45 seconds into this game. How crazy would it be if Cody takes Combo Breaker and then takes Summer Championship? That would be insane. Not only for just any player in general, but for Cody, man.
I mean, insanity about 1 game away from happening right now. As Cody Travis already putting the pressure on the Cosolix in the offstage. Big side as Cody Travis, you can tell he's kind of in that flow state, right? Like he's feeling comfortable. He is just keeping this gas pedal going.
Oh, and the side heavy just completely clocking Cosolix, ending that stock. 2-stock lead for Cody Travis. Cosolix still desperately searching for a way to end this first stock. Picks up the axe, hits the side air, throws it away, goes back to the lance. This is where Cosolix has to play near flawless. It's definitely possible. He can even this up very quickly. We've seen him do it today by picking up his opponent, taking them off screen, but man, Cody is not gonna let him have it. Charging that one up, and that is the knockout. Cody Travis was your Combo Breaker champion. Now he is your Summer champion.
Absolutely insane. Closes it out 3-1 in the grand finals. Relegates Cosolix to 202 damage in the final match. Pure flow state, pure groove. Cody Travis found his groove and got the knockouts onto Cosolix.
Now you mentioned that 202, and we just saw the replay where Cody was either definitely fresh on that second stock or basically fresh on that second stock. That means 202 of that damage went into a single stock, and you're saying like, yeah, Raza, he has really high defense. Of course it's going to take